welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Happy Monday. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend, a weekend of sports. We had a lot of football going on yesterday, also some basketball going on. We also had some basketball. But hope everybody had a good weekend. Who do we got in the chat this morning? Also, let me know if my mic sounds okay. We got Sneeps in here. We got some smoke some Manicato. Happy birthday to your wife, Manicato. It's also, happy National Bubble Wrap Day. That's exciting. Happy birthday to the best German to ever wear Mavs. The second best German, Maxi Kleber. We love that. Wow, guys, we were burping up a storm here this morning. Patty Coins up and early. We got Royce here, 3DK. Good to see everybody. Royce and Brandon Miller and Shengun. Yeah, they had a tough weekend. Tough weekend for the pros. All right, welcome back. This is what we got going on today. You're live. You made it right here. You made it to the NBA bit. At 3 p.m., we're going to be over on the Team Hold So Rare channel, breaking down the fast break slate again. And then it's Monday, which means we have a new live before lock. Apologies to anyone who was waiting for value hunting this weekend. I got after it on Saturday, and I'll explain why. And then I was a little run down yesterday. And we didn't do it. We didn't do the value hunting. But if you're in the Discord, you saw some of the plays. So if you're not in the Discord, get in there. And then we'll be talking about them this morning. Or we'll be talking about it today for live before lock. But yeah, we got to get into Saturday. So my wife, I said this, Kelsey started a new job and it was her last. So she took over this events position, this events manager position, a bar where I actually host a bunch of shows. They're opening up a new location. They're going to be doing these big events like weddings and shit like that. And she just started 2 weeks ago. And so for the first week, they were like, hey, we want you to get a feel for what it's like to be the barista here, because they do like coffee by day, bar by night. And then the second week where she had to like be a bartender for the week, again, just to get like a feel for everything. So Saturday was her last shift doing the bartending. And I was like, all right, I'll go. I haven't been over there since she's been working. I'll go hang out. I didn't have anything going on Saturday. And we were diving in the Underdog streets. And this is not a sports bar, all right? This is not a sports bar. There's kind of like one TV. They got like one TV in there, but the bar is pretty quiet. Got them to put on the Lakers Warriors game. We're just sipping a little something. And then D'Angelo Russell hit a three, and I made like a little come on, that's good. That was good for my boy, because we had a nice sweat going on. Then I had to explain. Then some strangers were like, "Oh, you were a Lakers fan?" I'm like, "No, I'm not really a Lakers fan," and I explained the situation. And then they were like, "Okay, like what show us the lineup? What are we sweating here?" And I had LeBron going, Draymond going, and D'Lo going. And we go into overtime. Now I've got like everybody. It felt like I was at a live final, like a fantasy football live final type thing. I had people cheering me on, and it was a huge dub for your boy. Your boy got out there on Saturday, and we took down the Underdog main tournament here, and we shipped 7K, baby, 7K. Not sure if you can see this. I'll blow it up a little bit. So it was a great weekend. It was a great weekend. We had LeBron James in this lineup, right? He goes for 75 points. We had Luka, who dropped a 71-pointer, Draymond with 54, Laurie with 52, Miles Bridges 51, and then D'Lo with 44. It was huge. What a start to the week, baby. Underdog. Sign up using promo code HOLD, HOLD, and maybe it is. Maybe it's time to sweep the ballers floor. And then we followed it up yesterday with a nice little hit too. We have been honestly, we've been on a heater in January. January has been maybe one of the more profitable underdog months I've ever had in my life. Even though every week I give some of it back in the pick'em streets. Every single week we give it back in football pick'ems. Which congrats to you Niners fans and you Ravens fans. My best ball, I know we're just like sitting here talking about my lineups now. My best ball journey has come to an end in football. We had a team make it to the semifinals, and then we still almost snuck it into the finals, although it would have been dead on arrival because as I had Lamar Jackson, at 3 Ravens, 1 Niner, and 3 Lions. But we end up coming in second here, so we still win 150 from this. But look at this lineup. The dude who won our group had Mahomes, McCaffrey, Pacheco, Montgomery. He's got Kelsey, Rice, Justin Watson, but it was Jameson Williams that got us there. So I'm excited to see Taylor Swift every 10th. You know what? I am. I'm excited for it. I'm pro. We need more musicians, more famous people involved in athletics. I'm here for it. You know, it's made everybody more enjoyable. Did you guys see Jason Kelsey was like he was put underneath he was put in like timeout last night. He couldn't really cook like he's been cooking lately. Congrats, Ravens missing the Super Bowl. I know Ravens stuff that was a gross game. Also, shout out my friends Dom and Drew. Had a nice time watching football with them yesterday. We had a good time. Had a good weekend all around. I wish I was a little bit more refreshed. I think I got to cut out drinking for a little bit. I really do. I think I gotta. Yeah, hold me accountable, chat. All right. No, any live before lock show, shot tank, 89 Cavs. Don't let me. No bevies. Okay. Keep me in check. We need to get right. We need to flush our system a little bit. Okay. All right. Should we talk some basketball? Should we get into some hoops for this week? I'm ready to go. Let's dive in. So we're gonna go over all the games. A couple things. Let's hit a couple things up top. Adam Silver got an extension, which I was surprised by that, only because they're in the midst of TV negotiations, right? So I would have thought, I'm just surprised. Maybe they're just showing, hey, we're in such a great place. We're in such a great place right now. We're going to extend Silver. But one of the things about the Silver contract extension, if you guys missed it, Woj reported or tweeted it out or whatever he did, that expansion, one of his toughest tasks is expansion. So it looks like we're going to be getting 2 new teams soon, would be my guess. Where they will be, who knows? Seattle, Vegas, Mexico City. Vegas, definitely one of them. Seattle, probably the other one. Maybe bring them back to Vancouver, huh? Get Big Country back in. Let's get the Grizzlies back in Vancouver. But yeah, so congrats to Adam. I know he had been hurting financially, so glad he got that done. But I think that was it for like major news. But Friday night we had another historic scoring night. And I gotta tell you guys, I think I don't know if it's groupthink or whatever, but one person tweets out so Luka scores 73, right? Actually, let's start with the drop. Luka scores 73, Booker scores 62, Luka gets the L, Suns get Luka gets the W, Suns get the L. Well, let's do Luka. Luka magic. Everybody stepped up onto their pedestal and they were like, what happened to the game I love? Why are there points? I remember the day. And then they use this excuse to be like, that's how fucking good Kobe was, dude. That is how good Kobe was. You could hand check when Kobe scored his 81. It's just like, come on. Just enjoy it. Yeah, do rules probably need to get tweaked because it's a little crazy right now? Yeah, but this is what happens. The pendulum shifts. It happens all the time. Right? We were talking about this the other day. Like there were no bigs for like 5 years. Like Roy Hibbert was one of the best players in the league, and then all of a sudden he's on Parks and Recreation. Then he's out the league. Now he's a YouTuber, right? And because it becomes a guard game, no bigs. Now we've switched all the way back. It's like Giannis, Embiid, Jokic, Wemby, Chet, right? It's all about the bigs. It'll shift back. Just enjoy it. You can make fun of Atlanta's defensive performance in that game without being like, oh my God, I missed the defense. I missed those 99-92 games, 87-79 in the playoffs. I miss Dale and Antonio Davis. Come on. Enjoy the game. Anyways, Luka 73 was nuts. Also, shout out Nekias Duncan, who went through like all the shots, and it actually wasn't as bad. I mean, there was definitely a handful of defensive like lapses. And Atlanta sucks. Atlanta is not a fun team to watch. But good Lord, Luka just went after it. It was great. Steve said he's siding with the 2K reporters in my career that said he didn't score 100, though. Someone's going to beat Wilt already. Yeah. No one's beaten Wilt. But let's start with that game. So the Mavs win 148-143. Luka, 73 points. 10 boards and 7 dimes. Josh Green had 21. Trey had 30 and 11. DeJounte 22, 7 and 5. Jalen Johnson 25 and 3. Bogdan had 24. Yeah, and I wonder. So DeJounte played in this game. He didn't play in the second game for Atlanta. And now there's more news bumbling that the Lakers are in the running, maybe in first place, for DeJounte Murray And the Bucks have been rumored to be interested in DeJounte Murray. I brought this up before. I don't know what are they giving up? Like, what is DeJounte's trade value down so low that they're like, yeah, I guess we would take 2 second-round picks from Milwaukee? Because that's all Milwaukee has. They have 2 seconds plus, like, maybe they move off of Portis or Middleton or something like that. But that seems nuts to me. I don't see them doing that. So I don't know what Milwaukee has to offer. And the Lakers have that unprotected 2029 first-round pick, right, that they could trade. And then that's it. And, like, I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm saying this. How much of an upgrade is DeJounte Murray over D'Angelo Russell right now? Just right now. I mean, D'Angelo's playing awesome. He's been awesome in the last couple of weeks. I mean, he's been their third best player. Austin Reeves has kind of been MIA lately. D'Lo's been their third best guy. And people will point to, oh, yeah, but DeJounte Murray can come out there and be a lockdown defender. Maybe in 2020. He hasn't done that in years. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But neither does DeJounte. DeJounte's not an on-ball. He is not the on-ball defender that he once was. He gets cooked. He's on Atlanta. Atlanta's like one of the teams we attack every single week in fantasy stuff because they don't defend. And they have Capella and Okongwu, who are like real defenders down low. So it really is just up front. So I mean, obviously DeJounte's a little bit better, but I'm like, why? I don't know. I just don't see that. I don't see that fixing anything. And I also don't know, is that enough? Like, why would Atlanta do that? No one else has a better offer. That's the best stuff. Of course, I said DeJounte Murray to the Magic. I mean, that would be nice because you like that is what you really need. That is really what you need thinking about Orlando. Because now you just have like a smorgasbord of guards coming out there, including Markelle Fultz, who like kind of plays. Regulator said unrealistic is the most recent Lakers rumor regarding Murray trade. Yeah, I don't see it happening. Like because it would also mean that Atlanta has just decided that this is done, right? So they mortgaged part of, a lot of their future. They gave DeJounte a good contract, and they also moved off of a lot of assets to get him. And it's been a playing game, and now this. And I don't know. And I mean, I know maybe they build around Trey and Jalen Johnson, and they like move off DeJounte to get like AJ Griffin some more minutes. Or AJ Griffin's completely out of the rotation, but I don't know. It feels like, I don't know. Regular said Hawks waited 3 years to trade Collins, so they will wait on Murray. Yeah, maybe. I don't think there's any sense to rushing into this deal. I'm very confused by a lot of the rumors around it. And maybe it's not even the Atlanta rumors, right? Maybe it's just other teams trying to get DeJounte, and then that's what they're doing. I don't know. All right, let's keep going. We've only done one game. Holy crap. All right, so the Rockets beat the Hornets 138-104. So no Jabari Smith this weekend, but the one thing to take away from these two Rockets games, the Rockets played the Nets the second one. Şengün did nothing, but we had two. Jalen Green has been on one a little bit. He had 36 points and 10 boards in this game. So he picked up some of the rebounding slack with no Jabari, but also Cam Whitmore, guys. Cam Whitmore has been playing pretty good. He had 24 and 11 in this game. And then Miles Bridges, that piece of shit, 21 and 7. Also, it sounds like Phoenix believes it's like a done deal to go get Bridges. What assets does Phoenix have? Are there any Phoenix Chicken Frigg, Wet Like a Book, Coach Stark, anybody awake right now? What assets do you guys have? And maybe Charlotte's just like, fine, dude, let's get rid of him. But yeah, Bridges had 21 and 7. Speaking of those Suns, they were on a hot streak. They were cooking for a little bit. And then bang, all of a sudden, no, Matt Ishbia money, but that's not assets though. Bridges can veto in trade, won't happen. Why would he want to stay in Charlotte and not go to Phoenix? Why wouldn't he want to go to Phoenix? You're telling me that Bridges is happier in Charlotte, maybe because less people will be talking about him? Why wouldn't he want to go to Phoenix? Wouldn't he want to be playing in the playoffs? Confused. Anyways, but in that game, Pacers get their first win with Siakam. Suns finally drop a game after winning 7 in a row, I think. Booker, as we were saying, Booker went nuts. He had 62 points in that game. And I think he had like 30 in the first quarter. He was incredible, lights out. And then The thing with the Suns, guys, they don't rebound. They don't rebound at all. There's no defensive rebounding that's happening, so they just get attacked on the boards every single game. That's what we're saying, like in So Rare or an Underdog. Like if Phoenix is on the game, Phoenix is on the slate, you take the bigs against them. But anyways, Pacers win this game. Siakam was really solid in this one. He had 31, 7, and 4. Andrew Nembhard had 22 and 8. Obi Toppin with the 23 and 11, and KD with 27 and 6. Good win for Indiana. Hopefully Halliburton's back soon. I think he's supposed to miss at least a couple more games. So we'll see. Regular said Bridges loves Charlotte, according to a recent Charlotte Observer interview. Well, listen, what I would say about that is it would be pretty wild if Bridges, who got paid by this team, in an interview with a beat reporter from Charlotte said, you know what? I actually don't really like it here. That would have been wild. Suns haven't had one foul call in the fourth quarter of the last 2 games. And screw Bridges. Let's hope it's a rumor. I'm glad Chicken Frig's up this morning. And then Maddie saying, looks like the Suns have a 2028 and 2029 second-round pick from Memphis available to trade. Yeah, all right. We'll see what happens. Good win for the Pacers, though. Glad to see them get one. Clips beat the Raptors. Clips had themselves a weekend. They beat the hell out of the Raptors and then beat the hell out of the Celtics. And we'll just do both of the Clippers back-to-back because they continue to be on one. Harden had 22, 13, and 10 in this game. Nice little triple-double. Russ was cooking off the bench with a 20 and 5. Paul George had 21. RJ had 22, 6, and 4, and then got himself dinged up. Scotty Barnes was pretty disappointing this weekend from a fantasy standpoint. He had 23, 5, and 4. And then that game on Saturday, they beat the Celtics 115-96. And you want to know why? Because it was Daniel Tice revenge game. Daniel Tice off the bench, baby. Tice is nice. He had 18 and 7. Kawhi had 26 and 7. Tatum with 21 and 11. Huge win for the Clippers now, who I'm actually just going to pull this up. We're just bouncing all over the place today. I don't care. The Clippers now just absolutely slamming up the Western Conference standings. They are now 30 and 14, and they are 1 game back of first place. They're 8 and 2 in their last 10. Winners of 5 in a row. And they played 2 less games than both the Thunder and Timberwolves, but are tied in the loss column there, which is just sexy stuff from the Clippers. So good for them. They're on a heater. I can't believe it. What do you think Miles is going to do after? Oh, no, Patrick. You almost caught me. Better, Tice or Cornette. That was the battle between Tice and Cornette. But anyways, good weekend for the Clippers, baby. That's 2. I mean, the Raptors, whatever. Toronto, after, they trade off. They trade Siakam. They trade OG Anunoby. It's going to be L's, collecting L's, moving up. Instead of moving up the standings, they're going to be moving up the lottery odds. So we'll see. Yeah, and then no RJ in the second game for them. We'll get to that soon. Are the Grizzlies back, baby? Ewing theory. And by Ewing theory, they needed to lose all of those guys. Memphis 5 and 5 in their last 10, which feels like on a 9-0 run. They beat the Magic in exciting fashion, 107-106. Triple J had 30 and 8 in this game. Paolo 27, 6 and 5. Wendell Carter Jr. had 20 and 9. Good. Franz Wagner was 18 and 5, but 38 minutes, played 38 minutes. So that's good that he seems healthy, good to go. Magic, though, 3 and 7 in their last 10. I mean, they're still 2 games over 500, right? They're still 24 and 22, same record as the Miami Heat. So, and like the teams behind them are pretty bad, and the Bulls and the Hawks and the Raptors and that kind of crew. But they've definitely slowed down a little bit. And like going back to what Courtside said earlier, they do need some guard help. They just have it feels like their roster is 45 deep, but I think they need to make a move here. Is there snow in the streets? What? No snow. It was like 60. How about them Heat? Oh boy, we'll get to them. All right, let's see. We had Cavs beat the Bucks 112-100. Donovan Mitchell had 32, 8 and 6. So they had split those 2 games, right? Because they had played a couple nights before. It's the last game before we get Coach Doc on the sideline for the hardest challenge of his life. Wouldn't wish that on anyone, he said. Jared Allen, nice double-double, 24 and 14. Giannis had 22, 11 and 9. Dame Time, 22 and 4. And then Chris Middleton had a 14, 8 and 8 line. So good win for them. I mean, good win for the Cavs. Cavs after dropping that game, right? So Cleveland's still 9-1 in their last 10, and are breathing down the necks of the New York Knickerbockers, who suffered a brutal injury as we get to Saturday stuff. OKC, tough weekend for the Pels. Pels look like dog shit this weekend. OKC beat them 107-83. Nothing to say about New Orleans except for a bad loss. Chet had 20 and 13, and then SGA, as he does, 31, 5 and 4. Whoa, Chicken Frog is deep in the Reddit lab. He said this season can be boiled down to one word: manipulated. Worst officiating in the history of the league. Yeah, there has been some bad officiating. There was something that was teams that have been boned by the last 2-minute report. I'll go see if I can find that tweet after the show. But that was just saying the teams that got hit the hardest by it. I didn't think it was the Suns though. But you guys need the rebound. That's your problem. You're getting what the Yusuf Nurkic experience is. That's what we're seeing right now. And I know he missed the last game. He's missed the last game, but they're playing Eubanks over him. The bank's open, baby. All right, let's keep going. Friday, last game of the night, Spurs played the Blazers. A couple of good things for the Spurs just as a watchable team moving forward. Wemby seems like he's going to play back-to-backs now, and he's also off of a minutes restriction. So that's exciting. He's going to be playing 30-plus minutes a game, so that is fun. In this game, is DeAndre Ayton back? He had 20 and 12 in this game. Anthony Simons dropped 40 on him, 40 and 10. Wemby 23 and 12. Keldon Johnson at 21 and 16 off the bench. But the real story was beware the Sohan. Jeremy Sohan, 31 points, 14 boards. So there you go. Good win, San Antonio. We already did. Let's do Pistons corner here since we already did the Celtics game. So we'll do. Where's Detroit?
Detroit basketball. Detroit basketball.
There we go. We love it. The Pistons played 2 games this weekend. One's against the Wizards, one against OKC. Guess which one they won? Not the Wizards game. Wiz won that one, 118-104. The Coos had 36 and 4. Poole had 17. Daniel Gafford had 15 and 13. Boyan dropped 30. Boyan was on fire in this game. I watched this one because it was early in the day. Cade was back. He had dropped 20 and 12 in his return. Duren had 10 and 18. In one of the most infuriating things yesterday, this happened on the Sunday game because we'll do the Sunday one back-to-back. So Cade plays. He's listed as probable for the game. Listed in the starting lineup, and then like 5 minutes before tip. So the game locked at like 1 or 2, whatever time that game started. So it's like 2:08 he gets ruled out. It's just like the dumbest shit. I just don't understand. Like, whatever. Again, I'm coming at it from a gambling perspective, but it didn't matter. No Cade, no problem, because on Sunday, Pistons won 120-104. SGA again with the 31, 5 and 4 line. Only he did that in 29 minutes, but with no Cade, Ivy had 19, 8 and 6, and Jalen Duren, 22 points, 21 boards, 6 dimes. J-Dub dropped 23, but good win for Detroit there. Here's a fun little stat for you. Since Monty Morris has returned, Pistons are 2-1, winning team. Shout out Monty Morris. Shout him out. Are they? Oh yeah, Ewing theory. Back to the Blazers. What's the deal with Scoot? Don't watch the Blazers much. I think it's funny, man. He just has not been efficient yet, and he kind of goes back. He goes from playing like 35 minutes a game to like 14 minutes a game. So I think it's hard for him to get into any rhythm, because when Brogdon and Simons miss some time, or as Brogdon and Sharp miss some time, he's playing a little bit more and still making like rookie mistakes. But seemed like he was finding a rhythm, and then he's just minutes are getting jerked around quite a bit. But he hasn't looked good. He has not looked good. And Duren is really good. I love Jalen Duren. He might be one of my favorite players to watch this year. Just does a little bit of everything. He's fun. The future's bright for Detroit, sort of. All right, Knicks beat the Heat 125-109 in that game. Heat now losers of 6 in a row, 3-7 in their last 10. However, our boy regular season Randall, it's bad news.
Regular season Randall
got absolutely smoked in this game. Early reports are dislocated shoulder. If you're in the So Rare streets, every other Knick is going to pop now. So Hartenstein did return, but Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Quentin Grimes, all probably going to get some more minutes, some more usage. Brunson obviously going to have like a ton of shots to go up now too. They play tonight, so that'll be curious to see how it goes. Jimmy Buckets had 28 and 8. Tyler Hero at 18. Robinson at 19. Bam, double-double, 12 and 13. But it was the Brunson show, 32, 8 and 5. Randall at 19 before getting hurt. Josh Hart, 14, 9 and 5. Brunson, man, like the All-Star starters were announced on Thursday, right? Dame was announced as a start. The 5 starters for the East. I mean, 4 of them everybody knew, right? Halliburton, Embiid, Giannis, Tatum. We all knew that was going to be the case. 5th one being Dame over Brunson, to me, is kind of nuts. And I know Milwaukee's like in 2nd place in the East, but I don't think anyone is like, I don't know. I just think I think Jalen Brunson has played. I would take Brunson over Dame for the All-Stars. I mean, Brunson, he's so fun to watch, man. He can get to any spot he wants at any time. Like, he just the swagger he plays with, it is great. Regular said Detroit's going after DeJounte Murray in the latest rumor. Why? You know, like, you put DeJounte with Jaden Ivey and Cade. I mean, I guess whatever gets them to stop playing Killian Hayes, I'm here for it. Good win for the Knicks. Nuggets played the Sixers 111-105. The internet lost their mind because Joel Embiid was ruled out. And Joel Embiid hasn't played in Denver since 2019, I believe. So everybody loves to make fun of that. And I get it. It's fun. I made a joke about it. Denver wins this game. It was funny. I watched a little bit of this one because this was also on ABC. And I'm sure ABC was pumped. They're like, finally, Pat Bev and Paul Reed, the 2-man game. Nuggets let this one stay close for a very long time, and it was because Paul Reed was balling. Paul Reed finished with 30 points and 13 boards. Oubre at 25 and 4. Pat Bev did have a double-double, 17 and 11. But Nikola Jokic at 26, 16 and 7. Jamal 23 and 7. And then let's do a Porter drop, even though it's a cancelable drop right now.
We're the Porters. We share the crowd of up and down performers. Throwing things and buzzer beater corners. And one of us is playing for the Warriors. We're juniors and we're the Porters.
We love it. I love that drop, even though it's factually incorrect now. But MPJ had 20 and 8. Denver just do what they do. I believe Philly plays Portland tonight. Both Embiid and Maxey missed that game. They're questionable for tonight's game. I think Tobias missed that game too. They were really shorthanded. So we'll be curious. If those guys hit tonight too against Portland. Maybe they're like, let's give them one more day's rest. We're not really worried about the Portland streets. Good win for, it's not a good win for Denver, but Houston beat Brooklyn. I'm sorry. Brooklyn beat Houston 106-104. Cam Thomas went ham, 37 points. Love when Cam gets cooking. The Nets were up big, and then Houston came rallying back late in the 4th, and it looked like Brooklyn was going to really ruin this for themselves. Tough weekend for Şengün. He only had 15 and 11. I thought he was going to make nice work of it in this matchup, but did bad. Dillon Brooks had 19 and 5. Cam with another 19-point game. He had 19 and 9. And then Mikal Bridges 19 and 5. But nothing really else to say about that. The Jazz Hornets game was nuts. I think the Jazz scored 87 points in the first half. It was crazy. They were on fuego. Colin Sexton had like 35 fantasy points in the first half. It was nuts. Sexton finished the game with 24 and 13 in this 134-122 win. Lauri Markkanen, Laurie Bird, baby, 33 and 12. Johnny Collins hit 20 and 10. Bridges had 21, 9 and 6. Richards 26 and 13, I think it was 26 and 13. But our boy, my favorite and your favorite,
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
PJ was balling, baby. PJ had 43 and 3 in that big loss, but it was good to see. Good to see PJ just cooking out there. Bucks beat the Pels 141-117. Giannis had 30, 12, and 4. Ingram 26, Zion 23, Brolo 24, Dame Time 26, 9, and 6. Bobby Portis 20 and 7. This game was over so fast. It was over so fast. I don't know what's wrong with New Orleans, baby. New Orleans in their last 10 or what? 5 and 5, loses 2 in a row. Those are just bad losses. They've dropped down to the 7th seed. We'll actually look at the standings here in a little bit. Let's get through the rest of these games because we're still on Saturday. Spurs, baby. Are the Spurs on a hot streak right now? Winners of 2 in a row, 4 and 6 in their last 10. Are you kidding me? Wemby did play the back-to-back, beat Minnesota 23, 10, and 6 from him. Ant-Man had 32 and 12 with 6 dimes. Rudy 19 and 7, Devin Vassell 25 and 5. I wanted to check something quickly in that game. I know they were without Mike Conley again. It is kind of crazy, man. It's just a different team without Conley. They just don't have, like, down the stretch, they're just not making the plays. They're not making the plays because Cat played in this game. Nikhil Alexander-Walker started, and so no Conley is like a problem for Minnesota. Minnesota, who is now 6-4 in their last 10. They just lost one, but just weird stuff from them. PJ stands for Pearl Jam Washington. Yeah, we like that. Peter Jackson, that's also a good call. We love it. All right. Lakers beat the Warriors. That was the one that I was shouting out earlier in the game. The little double overtime gave me the dub. AD had 29 and 13 in this win for the Lakers. Some little sketch officiating down the stretch. Steph Curry was complaining about it. LeBron, 36 points, 20 boards, 12 dimes. D'Lo had 28 and 5. Draymond had like a peak Draymond game, 8 points, 14 boards, 11 dimes, 5 stocks. We had a peak Steph game. He dropped 46 and 7. And then both Kuminga and Wiggins dropped 22. Wiggins with 22 and 5, Kuminga with 22 and 9. Tough loss for Golden State. It really, Steph was incredible down the stretch. Looked like he was going to get them a W, and it just did not happen. LeBron was too much. Last game on Saturday night, light the beam. Kings win 120-115. 28, 17, and 10 from Luka. Luka followed up his 73-point game with a triple-double. Grant Williams, we had a Grant Williams sighting. He went 7 for 10 from 3, 27 and 8. No Kyrie again in this game. And Fox finally turning it around. He had 34 and 5, 17 and 11 from Sabone. And then THJ with 19 off the bench. Good win for Sacramento. I feel like they needed that. Sacramento's been kind of all over the place lately, 5 and 5 in their last 10, but they've now ripped off 3 dubs in a row. So that's good for them. Let's get to the rest of Sunday here. Sunday's action. We already talked about Detroit and OKC. Pacers get another W as they beat the red hot Grizzlies 116-110. Siakam with 19, 6 and 6. No TJ in this game. No Miles Turner in this game. No Halliburton in this game. But Benedict Mathurin finally showed up. He had 24 and 7. Jalen Smith with a dub and 19 and 10. Triple J's been on a heater. He had 25, 5 and 4. Vince Williams Jr., fun story. He had 28 and 4. And Miss Jackson had 18 and 4 off the bench for them. Good win. Good win for the Pacers. That's now 2 in a row with Siakam. No Hallie. Hopefully Hallie's back soon. Comment says Kyrie needs to pull his sore thumb from his ass and get on the court. It was weird. So that's the second consecutive game Kyrie missed. He's also missing tonight. So that's 3 in a row. When Kyrie hurt his thumb, he said he wasn't going to miss any time. He's like, it's fine. And now he's missed three consecutive games. So that's pretty frustrating for Dallas. Feels like they can't get into a rhythm. Speaking of rhythms, Toronto, no RJ Barrett in this game too. So that was like a late scratch. Hawks win 126-125. Jordan Nwora. It was Jordan Nwora game for the Raptors. That's how bad they were. 24-9 and 6, 24-8 and 4 from Scotty. Sadiq Bey had a solid game. He had 26 and 13. Everybody in the Atlanta starting 5 went nuts. Bey had 26 and 13. Trey had 30 and 12. DeJounte didn't play in this game, so Bogdan started. He had 24 and 4. Jalen Johnson had a double-double of 17 and 12, and then Capella with a nice one, 19 and 14. So there you go. Yeah, Kyrie already out of any season awards this season, yeah. 2 games left. Magic beat the Suns. Finally get a W there. 113-98. This was a gross one. Booker went for 44, but that was it. I think like the next highest score was like 14 or something. The defense, Orlando's defense, man, they just swallow you up. I actually was surprised Booker went off just because I figured Suggs would shut him down. But Booker's been on one, right? So 62 and 44 in his last 2 games. What's that? 106 points? Not bad, Devin. Paolo Banchero had 26 and 7. And that was really it. Not a lot of stats from this one. Tesla would have, is Bey mooning? Yeah, is Bey mooning? Where's Bey at? Hey, Bey. You won the fast break last night with Sadiq Bey. There you go. We love that. And in the last game of the night, the Chicago Bulls win 104-96 over the Blazers. This game was boring. DeAndre Ayton, though, followed up his 20 and 12 with a 22 and 12. Jeremy Grant had 24 and 7. Kobe White 15 and 9, and DeMar DeRozan had 27 and 6. Good win for the Bulls. Another loss for the Blazers. That is all of the action from the weekend, baby. 35 minutes, we hit them all. Let's take a look at the standings here. Then we'll do a little ad break, and we'll build a pick 'em for tonight. All right, let's see what we got. Let me share this screen. We got All right, here we go. So the Celtics now 7-3 in their last 10. They drop one, right? They get smoked. 35-11. They got a 3-game lead over the Bucks, who have a 2-game lead over the Sixers. Now the Knicks have been great, man. 8-2 in their last 10. Winners of 6 in a row. We are now at the point where we're going to take the Knicks seriously. I did not know we were going to be doing that. I did not know that's where we were going to be at, where I would be taking the Knicks seriously. But I feel like they still could make one more move, too. We'll see how long Randall's going to be out. But 8-2 in their last 10, nothing to sneeze at. This trade has been great for them. OG's been solid. Yeah, and they're only a game back behind the Sixers, who I also think they're going to make a move soon, but in great shape. And then you get the Cavs, who, again, storming up the leaderboard, 9-1 in their last 10. They're 27-16, just a half game back from them. The Pacers now 27-20, winners of 3 in a row. 5-5 in the last 10, but Miami, dude, what the is going on with Miami? Even I know the Scary Terry trade is a good trade. Like, that was a great trade for them, but look at this, man. 3-7 in their last 10, losers of 6 in a row, only 2 games above 500. I mean, if you're a Miami stan, or Stan loves it, if you will, you're in there being like, you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we're the 8th seed, if we're the 10th seed, we're going to the championship, baby. I do think at some point you want to start playing good basketball. And I know Jimmy Butler's giving you a C+ effort right now. He looked great in the Garden against the Knicks. It felt like we were getting playoff Jimmy there for a little bit. But their offense just looks so stagnant. They are incapable of getting easy buckets. It feels like I watched a lot of that Heat-Knicks game on Saturday, and it just is like it's just a lot of running around off screens, and then it's a tough 2-point jumper. It is gross. So they're in a weird spot now at 24-22. And again, I'm not like worried about them long term, but they're down 2.5 games behind the Pacers now, and the Pacers are doing this without Hallie. So I don't really know. Nothing easy for the Heat. Magic's still right there too, 24-22. I also feel like they could make a move, or maybe they're just happy with where they're at. But shout out to Magic, though. Even though 9-15 on the road, that's where they're like slipping. But for them to, they're ahead of schedule, right? 2 games over 500 already. Chicago, there you go, 22-25, 6-4 in their last 10. And then the Hawks now have moved into the 10 seed because Brooklyn, 3-7 in their last 10. Raptors are all but done, right? Losers of 5 in a row, 1-9, 16-30. And then you get the Hornets, the Wizards, and the Pistons. That's the East, baby. That's the East. Heat upcoming schedule. Yeah, let's look at the Heat upcoming schedule here. I do think the Terry stuff is going to help. Like, Terry was a great pickup for them, considering they gave up basically nothing. All right, here's their upcoming games. Excuse me. Home against Phoenix tonight, home against the Kings on Wednesday. And then you got the Wizards, Clippers, Orlando, Spurs, Celtics, Bucks, Sixers, Pellies, Kings. Yeah. We'll learn a lot about Miami. We will learn a lot about Miami soon. All right, let's go back to the standings here. Let's do the West. As I was saying, so OKC and the Timberwolves both 32-14. They are atop the leaderboard. You get the Clippers right behind them at 30-14. This is kind of funny that like Clippers are percentage points ahead while the Nuggets are only a half game back, which is kind of fun. But they all have the same. The Nuggets have one more in the loss column. They are all at 14. But to me, this is like the clear top 4 teams in the West. And Clippers are scary right now. Clippers and Thunder are super scary. Timberwolves, I think, are going to slip down. I said this last week. I still think the Timberwolves are going to be a top 4 team in the West, but I think they will finish 4th in the West. I just think I just trust the Nuggets, the Thunder, and the Clippers a little bit more. Although we'll see. Maybe I don't know what the Wolves have for assets. Maybe they just mess around here with some second-round picks and they try to get something. I know they don't have a lot of assets left, but we will see. Oh, Stan, this is a great look at this. Sneeps, Godzilla movie, 3rd highest grossing foreign film. Kong could never. Wow, this is good. I love the diversity of the chat here this morning. Appreciate what you guys are doing out there. All right, big gap from the 4 to the 5, right? You get the Kings right there, 5 games back at 26-18. Suns now 7-3 in their last 10. Yes, they lost 2 in a row, but they've been playing pretty good basketball. Bradley Beal stuff is working. They do that. The Nurkic spot is tough for them, but they're 26-20. So are the Pels. The Mavs now 4-6 in their last 10. They moved to the 8th seed. Lakers, winners of 2 in a row, 6-4 in their last 10. Both the Lakers and the Jazz are 1 game over 500. And now, I mean, there's a little bit of separation here, right? 9 and 10 seeds have a 2-game lead over the Rockets in the 11 seed, 3 games over the Warriors in the 12 seed. And then you got Grizzlies, Blazers, and Spurs. So there you go. There you go. Let's go look at tonight's schedule too. What do we got for tonight? We got a big slate here. Pelicans and Celtics. Celtics are at home. Then we've got the Knicks and the Hornets. You got Clippers and Cavs. that'll be Clippers and Cavs going to be low key kind of fun. Phoenix and Miami tonight on NBA TV. Utah and Brooklyn. Then we move to the 8 o'clock slate. Lakers and Rockets. You got Kings and Grizz, Mini and OKC. I feel like they've played each other 45 times so far this season. That'll be a fun one. Washington and Spurs, Magic and Mavs, Milwaukee and Bucks, and then the late night game, the nightcap of Sixers and Blazers. And we have no idea. Hold on. Stan says OKC looks good, but Shea never won a playoff series. Not convinced yet. Yeah. I'm taking OKC over anybody but those top four. I'm not really worried about. I think the Lakers would be a weird matchup for them because AD could just make some noise down low. So I'd be nervous about them. And obviously, like the Nuggets and the Clippers and the Timberwolves have bigs, but other than that, I would take OKC a lot of them. I think that's a fair point. Courtside said I put an 80-cent bet on OKC to win it all over the summer just for fun, and can't believe I didn't put more. I know. I think I got him at 40-1 for something. I was to win the West, I think. I put like 100 on it or something like that. Just for content. I did it for the content, baby, because go OKC. All right, let's take a quick underdog ad read. Always sign up using promo code HOLD. Let's drop it. Today's NBA bit is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy Sports. Whether you're drafting Luka first overall in best ball or fading Wemby blocks in the pick'ems, Underdog is where you'll find Team Hold. Sign up today at underdogfantasy.com or just click the link in the description to get started. And by signing up using promo code HOLD, HOLD, you will get a 100% deposit bonus match up to $100. That's a free honey. So sign up today using promo code HOLD, HOLD, and get started at underdogfantasy.com. All right, baby, we're back. Regulator's trying to work some deals out. He's like, let's get a couple of those picks from OKC, huh? Get Big Dick Rich over there. That does make sense, though. I wonder if they're not. I feel like they just like their vibes too much. They're not going to do anything. All right, let's build a pick 'em for tonight. Let's go over to the Knicks here. Let's go see. Oh, it feels nice to have a full balance here. That does feel nice. All right, so I kind of yes, I did. But that's what I talked about it at the top of the show. I actually want more than that because I think I won another 1,000 yesterday. All right. So I kind of like the Brunson overs here against Charlotte. I feel like this game is going to stay closer because there's no Randall, right? So I kind of want to hammer a lot of these Knicks. I kind of want to hammer some of these. I think, I don't know. How do we feel about the 2X? Do we just think, should we just take the points to be safe instead of the double-double? The 2X spicy is intriguing. Dante at 14.5 points. That's it. I was hoping we were going to get some Josh Hart. I wanted to slam the Josh Hart overs. Maybe we just start with that. Is LaMelo out already, regulated? I thought LaMelo was questionable tonight. Let's go look up the Hornets stuff. Let's see what we got for Hornets. The Hornets, only LaMelo. Only LaMelo is listed. Okay, so we don't get anybody else. Come on. All right, let's go back to some of the hoops here. Let's see what else we can do. Donovan Mitchell against the Clippers. I don't really love. Actually, a Harden double-double feel. I feel like this game will stay competitive. I kind of like this. I kind of like the Jalen Brunson. All right, so we're going to put the James Harden double-double. I know it's not like a huge 1 point, but I like that. I like the double-double. All right, you're saying Sexton assists? Let's do it. Oops, that's not how you spell sex. All right, so 5 assists. He's playing Brooklyn tonight. I like that. What if can we pair that up with Laurie points? I feel like this is a bad matchup for 23.5 points. Yeah, we're going to take that. We're going to build that up, and then let's put D'Lo PRA in there. I like it. Courtside, I feel you. Let's put Russell in there. 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists against Houston. I don't love, because Dylan Brooks probably isn't on D'Lo, is he? So here we go. This is what we're going to do. Brunson, 31.5 points. James Harden, double-double. Sexton over assists. Laurie over points. D'Lo over, I did points and assists. PRA, 26.5 points, rebounds, assists. My bad. All right, let's do it. Bring back Sexland. Yeah. What's this? 10 to win 250? Wait, did I do 5? 1, 2. Yeah, that's right. 3, 4, 5. All right, there we go. Bang. Let's do it. Let's do it. Although, did I do that right? I feel like I should get more of a boost, but no, maybe not. All right, let's do it. That is right. 10 out of 250. All right, if you guys want to tail, If you want a tail, let's go. Let's go. No So Rare rewards this week. I didn't win shit. This week over on So Rare. We had a tough one. Scotty Barnes disappointed. Markel Fultz was in like most of my lineups. He disappointed. So that's dead. Those lineups are dead. Tonight, I'm pretty excited about it. I know I put it in the Discord. I didn't do value hunting this week. But if you guys are looking for some solid value, Ant-Man projects to be the best play because he's going to cap at 33. It's way down there. Brandon Miller continues to project well. So does Wendell Carter Jr. And then all the Knicks, Grimes, Hart, Dante, all project really well. De'Aaron Fox's cap's only 35, which is kind of nuts. So those are some of the plays. Just a reminder, we're back. So we're going to do some fast break content over on the Team Hold So Rare channel. We're going to be doing that today at 3 p.m. And then we'll be back at 5:30 p.m. for a little live before lock for So Rare NBA. I don't know who we have for guests. If you're not following the Swingman podcast yet over on YouTube, go ahead and do that. It was George's birthday this weekend. We love George. He comes on live before lock all the time. So hit him up. Who do you got winning the Super Bowl? Man, listen, the Chiefs, you know what's kind of bumming me out about this Chiefs run is I feel like I'm only going to enjoy Brady being the GOAT for a few years. Mahomes is like he's still so young, man. And he's just like hard to bet against, you know, like every time it feels like they should have lost to the Bills. Like this is probably the worst Chiefs team that he's had. And here they are. They're going to the Super Bowl again. And they're 1-point dogs. I think it opened at like 2.5. I think it's already down to 1. And it's like, I don't know and the Niners on paper look better, right? They've got better defensive stars. I mean, outside of Mahomes, they've got better offensive stars, right? I mean, you surround that guy like Purdy with freaking Kittle, Debo, McCaffrey, you know, like they should be able to move the ball. But then you saw what that Chiefs defense did yesterday against Lamar. I think I'm just going to take the Chiefs. I think I'm taking the Chiefs in it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. So a little bummed because I was hoping that I was really close to having like a nice little sweat in the finals there for underdog, but we had a good run. Yeah, a couple of things too on Brady beat Mahoney twice in the playoffs. Need to pass him in rings to overcome that. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying, like, what is he, 26? It's just nuts that this is how young he is already. Like it is. Real quick, if you guys could go do me a favor, subscribe to the Team Hold So Rare channel if you haven't done that. We're cooking over there, and we're close. We're close to both monetization and to hitting 700, which we like, right? So 686. I think we need like 5 more watch hours, then I can fire up a membership over there. But yeah, go check that out. We got 2 fun shows coming at you today. So if you're not following it, I'm sure you all are, but I want to hit 700 today. That would be a fun little milestone on the way to 1K. It's going to be sick when we have 3 channels all over 1,000, and then it'll be sick when we have 3 channels all over 1 million. But I think that's it for today. I don't think I have anything else. We got a fun slate tonight. Playback, I'm not sure, Steves, if you guys have anything planned yet this week, but make sure you're over on playback.tv/Team Hold. Wednesday, there's going to be no Shot Tank and 89 Cavs on Wednesday this week. I am is it my aunt-in-law? Is that what she's called? I don't know. One of Kelsey's relatives is in town in New York. So we're going to be going to we're going to see a Broadway play. We're going to see Broadway. And I don't remember what show we're seeing. So no content on Wednesday night, but the NBA bit Monday through Friday this week. It's good to be back, baby. It's good to be back. We got Jordan. Appreciate you, Jordan. Maddie Harrison. Thank you. Yeah. Fuck Mr. Beast. I said it. No, I'm just kidding. Whatever. Do your thing, Mr. Beast. All right. Appreciate everyone being here. Have a great little Monday. We'll see you for all the Team Hold So Rare content later in the day. We out.